Hello, hello, hello. Okay, there we go, there we go. Weird. Got the mic working now. We are good. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Interesting move. I'm gonna delete this S&P now. This is the main sell side, so. We basically landed this weekly OB here very nicely and get a nice reverse off of it. The daily here. Let's fill this whole daily, essentially. This is a large gap. There's nothing much we can really utilize here. Somewhat landing on this breaker, daily breaker. See the 4 hour. It's way too large. That's why we're probably gonna be more nimble on the 4 hour. Yeah, so it's nice large 4 hour gap that we filled on the move back up on Sunday and Monday here. All the 722. Wow, there's no closure above, so we're kind of struggling to get above here. Just a lot of gaps everywhere here. What does the hour look like? I didn't trade this morning yet, guys. I didn't like any of the action, so I opted out for it. Clear my charts a little bit. Try hunt for something with PM like we always do. So we are getting a nice reversal back up since that move on Friday. I think we were actively looking for shorts on Friday, and then that's what I see here with the reversal happening on Friday here, and then Sunday, Monday continuation. We opened up Sunday night here, did a strong move up, retraced back back in at the 8 a.m. here before popping higher. Where's midnight at? Midnight's all the way up here. Wow. Yeah, so we got some manipulation. That's what the what I first saw in the morning. It was like a classic AMD essentially, where we can see consolidation here. We see the manipulation, and then it really distribute back up. I was surprised though that we want to do another jab in right at open. But yeah, it just looks like we got back inside this 50-minute BPR, held very, very well, and launched pad back up. I'm gonna mark this BPR here. And then we're watching this 10 p.m. open here. Been pretty bullish since. Yeah, I think it's a pretty difficult day for trades, essentially. You just gotta really ride the trend. And I typically miss these type of days because I lack the entry, and there's no retracement. Like, let's say, even I think a lot of people were looking at, was it this year? It was this 5-minute breaker here that I guess people were looking at more so. This, or it could be either one, but let's say we look at this one because it's pretty clear on the one. We have this nice gap here, which I was pretty surprised it didn't want to get back in before coming back up. This would have been an easy one because we had the AMD model already, and we're anticipating higher. With, I think, Asia and London highs being the draw. It does look like on ES though we did retap back in. Yeah, so I guess we have SMT off these lows as well. So we have SMT off these lows, breakers forming because we had a lower low on NQ, higher low on ES, and we did tap back in 5 minutes. Let me reach out. We hear you. What's up? Good day, my guy. Yep. Someone know if TP gives like my fund future a free reset when you in profit? Does it make sense to gamble before new monthly bill when with Top Step? What? If Top Step gives you a free reset? No, they don't do. They're planning on doing something like that, but they haven't done it yet. Yeah, so a very interesting price action day. We gotta move all the way back. Oh, I'm 30 seconds. We gotta move all the way back up here. From the 10 p.m. move or 10 a.m. move. Just strong, one-sided direction up, grinding, and then 11.45 just dumped. It's just all around. I think it's hard for entries. I'll tell your unicorn model at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think I would like a better retracement on that 10 a.m. move. ES would have been much easier, actually. We would have a very clear breaker here, at least. Okay. How often do you draw from Top Step? Whenever you get the chance, because it's 5 trading days. Usually, in those 5 days, I can make like $300-400 per day. That would end up, let's say, about 1,500. Yeah, I want to withdraw every chance I get. I don't really care about the buffer. Can I take a quick trade on my trade fi? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do because I'll show you what I mean by it too. I don't want to request a payout. I'm literally gonna just take it in and out for like $10. Because I hit 19%, 17, 17. All of them qualified already. And guess what doesn't qualify? 10 total trading days on 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need one more day. Payout window closes day. You try to make sure you have enough profits per day as well, because you need 5 days of $100. I think after the new count changes, which your grandfather in, it goes to $250 per day. So like this is what's preventing you from flipping. As long as you meet these criteria, you can flip as much as you want. So I'll be requesting a payout today. I'm liking this draw back to this 15 here. This looks like it's going back up. We'll see if it wants to retrace for lower or retrace for a move back up. We're bringing a lot of internals on NQ here. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Get some water. Yeah, back. Okay, let's see what's happening. Hopefully, you guys had a good week. Just a mental reset, and then we're back on grinding again. Ready to rock and roll. So yeah, we have some like what low resistance or the relative equal highs, whatever you want to call it. But this is probably more relative equal highs than anything. My draw right now, look at the 15. It's clearly looking at this unmitigated area here. It's a little bit challenging to play price action day just based off what I've seen in AM and lunch period right now. I'm hoping it picks back up. So I'm looking for easy price action, easy trades. I'm not looking for one that I need to chase or go against my framework. Just something easy where I can anticipate. I don't necessarily like to anticipate. Even though this is accumulation here, you can see this is very clear accumulation, and then we have the manipulation, and then distribution. Classic PO3. Either when we see something like this, I still would like to see this close above, or confirm that setup, retrace back in, and then redistribute. We didn't really do that today. It just this is what we saw today, just straight up. And I do miss those type of days, like when you guys saw like it's very clear breakers and unicorn entries, which is very shallow or not even a dip inside, which is difficult. But yeah, I'm not really worried. I think that's why I try to tell, if you're in my Discord, I try to tell you guys too, like, I do like to set up right before New York Open. I'm liking higher prices and a classic AMD up, which I don't think that many people really was able to get a nice clear entry. And that's the reality of trading. You don't always get the easiest trades. But let me just put this up for you guys. Oh yeah, and good news that happened over the weekend. What I put in pin, we before we had TradeFi my futures as cash rebate. Now we also onboard Tick Trading, which will would come in a few days, but all the purchases will count. And also Apex. Apex is now onboarded too. And then we did a community vote here while we're waiting. We did a community vote, like, how should we run the Apex rewards program? Essentially, we can do the same thing, like 5% cash rebate. But 5% cash rebate would literally be like $1 or $2 per order you do, because it's so cheap. So if you spend $33, 5% of that is like $1.50. So you're really not getting that much. So this is what, like, a idea that I'm looking at, like maybe like 4,000, or it'll vary depending on like the entry. But it'd be like $4,000. Basically contributed based off the number of orders. It'd be like 40 winners, $100 each. Might make it more exciting. Yeah, maybe we could take a vote here and then see, because then I'll get my team to either do the cash rebate, do the raffle, or do both. I should have did a third option. Both would be like, if you submit the cash rebate, you won't be qualified for the raffle. But yeah, I'm gonna try to sort that out and see what's the best option for you guys. We have some no, I thought there was equal high. There's some equal highs here. This is just so back and forth though. I likely do want to see this return back to this BPR, so I BPR and look for a run higher. That's what I'm anticipating. I still want to see this 15-minute tag. What's the reason Top Step won't give you codes and more promotion? They don't operate on discounts. It's already marked down. So think about it like this. Their prices, if you, let's say like if the 150K, which is like what most people have been buying and what I recommend too. If the price was $300, it'd be like a 50% code. It's the same price. They just don't want to operate on discounts. It's just already marked down. Similar to my funded features, which they'll give you like every now and then, maybe 5, 10%. But if Top Step, if we have enough people who wants to get the rewards program for Top Step, maybe they'll make an exception and bring it on for us, and then we can give 5% for all purchases there too. It's not up to us. If Top Step doesn't want to do it, we can't really force them. Alright, I think we are going back side this BPR here. I do want to see this hold, and I want to see this run higher. Because I'm still a little bit bullish today, and we have like a unmitigated area, which might be a draw for me to flip. Honestly, this hour had to flip for me to really look at lower, but this is too large. I don't think this would do that. We already got a nice wick inside and move higher, so this is already a bullish signature there. I think we just try to return back to this 5-minute BPR and run it. Which other firms would you guys want added for like either cash back or any rewards that we can implement? Because the only thing that we have so far is a raffle system, which is only for Apex right now, and the cash rebate, which is what everyone likes, the 5%. 5% do add up. I looked at the cash total. I think we have 500 users, and I look at the total cash reward balance. I think it already accumulated to 12,000 right now, and there's already like people withdrawing it, but some people that just like, I think it averages out each month. People have been getting rebates for like $100, or it's like $75 to $100 per month. So it's good because outside of trading, I do use like tools like Rakuten. I think I made like $350 on Rakuten just buying random stuff, or just buying stuff that I already am using, but just using their cash rebate. So it's pretty exciting to get freebies. I want to see this run back to this 5-minute DPR and then get a move up. I mean, ES is already doing that, but like this is what I'm looking at. And maybe if that does return this 5-minute BPR and run back up, I'll likely seek a 1-minute long entry setup to take these highs again. Take a trade today? No, I was looking at AM. I didn't trade AM yet. I was looking very closely, but once again, there's no entry model. So I said, nope. So I'm going the day with no trades, basically, which is what it is. Let's just see what we can make with PM. That's what's been the like for the last 3 months though. Most of my trades come from PM. Do you think Apex is dying? Where is that coming from? I think Apex does the most numbers, have the most active users. Yeah, like most numbers as in most payouts too. They're like top compared to number wise over Top Step. So I don't think Apex die. I do see a lot of denials on social media, but that I don't know if that really reflects the reality of total users, because once again, Twitter and social media, people who get approved, they say nothing. It's expected. People who get denied, they make a lot of posts about it. And I bet half the people who got denied probably broke a rule. The other half is a victim, though. There is a move there. We didn't really get the move on NQ. ES did tap back in. I'm looking for a run back these highs here. relatively equal highs. Um, yeah, but I withdrew some money from Apex. I think after like 4 or 5 withdrawals on those accounts. Um, there's 2 accounts where I withdrew the max. Basically, I passed the 6 payouts, and the rest, I think I only had 5 left at that time. After like four withdrawals on them, like doing rinse repeat 3K 3K. I think the account's at 4,000, and I was able to get it back up. So I don't have any Apex accounts anymore right now. That's why I've been just focused on the other fundeds. I'm gonna work on Apex again. Not right now because I'm too locked in with these instant fundeds, and I don't want to go back to eval at the moment. Maybe in December. Yeah, same thing for Trustpilot. Honestly, the moment they do something bad, they'll people get flooded with bad reviews. But people, if it does good, they're like, okay, nothing. Even fast track trading. Remember like how they were denying a lot of people when they get paid. People who did good reviews, they got encouraged to leave reviews and all that stuff. But yeah, but right now I don't have any funders with Apex. After withdrawing the max already, I'll probably go back to them in December. I'm already happy enough with what I'm doing with Tradeify and Tick Trading and Top Step. Even Top Step has been doing really good for me, which is surprising because like 20 accounts on Apex is leverage. I just don't have it for this month. I had it for October, I had it for September, I had it for start November. Going to mid-November, I didn't add more accounts. I got an Apex payout today, good stuff. That's good, that's really good, man. I'm still focused on this 15 minute immediate fair value gap. If we get a close under 625, likely under these closure down here, I'll focus on lower prices. But right now, I'm pretty bullish. So, holy crap! FTMO, you get 40k DD. How much does it cost? What do you think about Take Profit? Take Profit Trader, right? I haven't get around to them. I still have funders with them. I just never traded them yet. I'll get around to them. I just have way too many fundeds. And Take Profit Trader, once again, is a trailing drawdown that you can withdraw the first day. So I'm trying to wait for one of those good days. I just haven't seen it. I was planning on trying to do it CPI, but it was pretty lackluster. CPI is like not for the news drop, but just for price action because it does typically take a liquidity and reverses or go wherever it wants to. There's a deep drive into size 5 at BPR. You say max 6 max payout. Basically, once you get a 6 payout, you can withdraw the whole thing. It was, I think, before 3 months of payouts. Okay, I want to see this run higher now. Right under midnight open. I like this for longs right now. Good 5-minute PPR jab. You still have some draw higher, and I'm not bearish here. If we flip this 5-minute PPR, that would be pretty. AI looking for lower, but I like longs right now. I'm probably just gonna scalp on Tick Trader because if you can recall from other streams, I just bought these accounts, and I'm gonna wait for a good trade on Tradeify and Top Step and all those firms, MyFoot Futures, just copy trading them. But I'm looking for a move to this 15-minute area. It looks good here. I don't think it comes back down. We might get a run back to this OB, one more retracement. If not, this should just go to this 15-minute here. Look at a large wick here. We got the closure. I want to see this 5-minute BPR hold, so like as long as it doesn't get under 32s. Wow, I didn't see this. ES also filled this very nicely. That's too small. I would just leave them. I'm just waiting for clear price action. Right now, I'm still bullish. That's what I'm actively looking at. And as long as this BPR holds, which we did get a drive into in the 40s, 640s, it's holding somewhat right now. Can you copy trade Top Step and Apex? The thing with that Top Step, you have to do NinTrader if you want to use because you can't use Trade of 8 to connect. That's why I emphasize 10 times during my trade copier video. I strongly emphasize that. Yeah, but Black Friday is coming up, guys. Who's purchasing stuff? You're purchasing stuff for your setup, let's say, your computer, monitors, laptops. You're purchasing prop stuff. I heard TradeFi's cooking up sale. I think MyFunFeature already said they're not going to do a good sale. What else? Apex. Maybe 90% off of Apex. That'll be when I load up and I'll try to buy some. Or I'll try to run it up again. Get some funded. Dude, Black Friday is like the day, one of those days where I get everything I have on my list. I'm gonna see this move higher now. We just need to get a move above 60. That'd be beautiful if we can do that. ES is a little pulling it down here. A 115-inch TV. Holy crap. I see people be using TVs as monitors, essentially. I guess that does work because it's basically a large TV could be used as a large monitor. Or a small TV could be used as a large monitor. So it does work out. Still have some gaps lower right now, but overall, I'm still bullish here. Bullish on the lower time frame, bullish on intraday. The higher time frame is pretty. It might be more bearish here. We're gonna just wait for the setup, guys. We're 28 minutes in the PM session, and really haven't seen too much action yet. But patience does pay. That's what I've been showcasing. Yeah, another thing I like to look at, this hourly, we did get tapped back in. The moment we close on this hourly, this low here, low hanging there, that's very vulnerable. We'll probably look for all short setups to target this low. We just stop consolidate and make a move so we can take some actions. How do you get better at practicing patience? Whenever I am really patient, I miss a setup I want to take and it plays out. Yeah, so that's just FOMO. Like you said, that's just you're gonna try to be patient, and then you be like, I should have took that trade. I should have took that trade. When you gotta remember, if you're trading, let's say people trade for like 3 hours a day usually on the charts. Even if they have like a job, they try to work around it. They can trade London session if they have to. There's a lot of screen time on it, and for you to, if you're trading on the 1 minute, you can see like 10 setups in that time frame, but you want to focus on that one setup where it's more high probability. Because if you have 10 setups, I bet there's gonna be like half of them that's not good setups, not like A plus setups. Let's say that's something you gotta keep in mind. Because yes, there are setups, but like setups have different frameworks and and quality. Like in different conditions in general, you can have like a nice unicorn setup, but it might be counter trend. It could just be price action just awful and not delivering because we're in seek short condition. All these type of things. And at the end of the day, this is one setup copied across many accounts. Even small profits like base hits, like 15 points on NQ, that's life changing. If you can like think about like that way, your perspective in trading really gets altered. You're not really thinking about big winners anymore. You're not thinking about trading like 5-6 trades a day. You're just trying to think of one good trade. And the way that I like to describe it is it's sort of like 95% waiting, 5% executing. So right now, probably all the way to 2:30 even, we'll be waiting, and then when it comes, it'll be like that 3-4 minutes. We'll look to execute and then manage that trade. Whether it's like put a stop in, put break even, TP here. It is very quick, especially when we're in the 1 minute. Do you treat big wicks as FPGs? I don't know what that means. Like just large wicks, like this wick here. How do you treat this as FPGs here? I don't really understand that. Like even that wick here. How would this be considered like a fair value up somewhere? I'm not really following. Typically though, like the only thing I look at for wicks for the most part, I look at buys 90% more. Wicks, it depends if it's take a level. So like imagine we have a low here, right? So just imagine this is a low. Oh shit. Imagine this is a low, and then we ran this and we have this wick here. That wick is important to me because we want to see this hold. If we're already anticipating for a run back up, we want to see this. Especially don't get below the 50% closure. And this is very healthy there too. TJ just dropped a video on wicks. Oh, I mean that might be is that a new concept? Treating wicks as fair value gaps, because I have no idea. I'm just staying in my own lane. So you're telling me something new or trending, whatever. I have no knowledge of it because I didn't learn that material or want to really. Wicks on higher time frame is fair value gaps and lower. Yeah, that makes sense. I just don't know how you would use 1 minute wicks. Am I gonna break it to 15 second? I'm already kind of hesitant dropping any lower than 1. There's definitely fair value gaps in the wicks on the low. Yeah, but if you're on the 1 minute already and we have some wicks, I don't know, like, if you're asking me, should I drop to the 15 second or 5 second? I'm not really trying to do that. Also, to me, like anytime you go under the 1, some people do use a 5 second. Anytime for me, when I go to 30 second or 15 second, it's pretty low probability. It sucks. The 1 is already pushing it for me. The 5 is pretty accurate though. Pretty accurate. It's just very infrequent, low frequency in giving us a setup. Because if I'm looking for 2 hours. If you're trading 5 minutes, I think you need to like look for like 8 hours and try to get that setup going. It's not every time it will give you a 5 minute setup. The 1 though, the 1 would deliver many setups. Would you ever press market when we shoot through a breaker as entry? It depends. Like, I think that happens when maybe we'll get an inversion with the breaker, and that's already. The inversion itself would signal that for me. We're getting a deeper drive in this. I kind of want to see this hold zone, but if it doesn't, we're looking for lower. It's interesting price action right now. I'm not too fond of this here. Is it 3 drive? It's not really 3 drive for me. Also, this is a good one. We're not really taking any lows here, so I don't really. It is 3 drive as a pattern, but for weight wise, this is like there's wicks. I really only consider 3 drives if like let's say we take these lows and we're like one low taken, try to come back up, another low taken, try to come back up, third one that's like a 3 drive to me. We're just sitting here. It's not something I'm gonna mark out. 99% off Black Friday sale. Let's go. Yeah, we're deeper in this 5-minute BPR. ES is a little weaker asset right now. NQ's been pretty holding like a champ. This wick here, I want to see what we can do. See if we can get above 51s. No trades yet, guys. We're looking, we're hunting. At least and you get through this one here. Next closure in 3 minutes. It looks like it's looking to close here. Yeah, it's pretty nice low resistance. I want to be right back. I gotta pee. I'm drinking too much water today. Pee break. I need to focus after this. Okay, we are back. Just wicked higher, closing lower. Or, I gotta close in 1 minute. The shortest, like the bathroom is like literally right there. I just want to make sure I'm comfortable so I can lock in. Wash my hands too. Anyone asks. PM is kind of boring. It's boring on a lot of cases, but it's very easy to extract some base hits from. I know my stats for trading PM. I think that's why I'm always so open to trading PM. We're just building on so many low resistance right now. Yeah, the 5-minute did close under. I mean, I'm not really holding too much weight on this BPR anymore. Overall, though, I still like higher time frame flip before I flip my bias. So 2 things: get a closure under 630 on NQ, 5-minute closure, That would flip my immediate bias at least, and then I want to see this drive lower on the hourly. Because once again, we did move a lot today. This whole move, we moved a lot. So if we're gonna be bearish, we have these lows to take. And then we have that election gap lows too, I believe, that people have been looking for. So we do have a lot of wiggle room to play with. This is interesting. We just keep on dropping low and lower. Yeah, I'm trying to anticipate for a draw back up here, but I don't even have the frame set up for it because every time we move higher, we can't even get a closure. So this is the thing that I like to see. We have this 5-minute wick close lower. Next candle, we're flipping, but we can't even get a closure above this midpoint here. We just wick back up and straight back down. That's not a good signature that I'm looking for. Just kind of sloppy price action, just price delivery in general. Did you win the AM? Once again, did not trade at all today because there was no entries for AM for me to take. It sucked for me. Because I liked the higher prices. I was like, please give me something. Please return this breaker. Nope. Nope. I'm going for this 15-minute low now. I'm gonna leave this now. It's not really. Delivery kind of sucks from, but we're getting very close for me to flip back down. How's the hourly looking? Yeah, another drive back to the hourly here. Do you prefer 150K on top step? Yes. I actually recommend the 150K because it's a fixed activation fee of $150 for 50K, 100K, 150K. So it makes more sense to just go with 150K. Because think about it like this. You pay $50 on a 50K top step, but then still $150 activation fee. That's kind of like robbery to me. I don't like that at all. What's your model typically? I'm just gonna play with what I see. I have my bias. It's similar to the market maker models, essentially. Just playing what I see, and when there's a immediate draw, I just look for a setup. Usually breakers. Good drive down here. So yeah, I was pretty wrong on looking for a price action to move inside the 15-minute. We just lacked every move up. You can see there's wicks here. Every move up, we just get met with price to attack it back down, close lower. So that wasn't pretty good. But nevertheless, I'm not here to play to call price action. I'm here to trade it. So if I'm unsure about price action, I'm likely not taking any trades. I'm waiting still. That's part of the game too. Like I said, like you're not responsible to read price action the whole time. You just gotta be right that moment that you're taking the trade. For newer ICT traders, do you recommend trying one model, picking one model and sticking to it? Yeah, I mean, give it some time. I mean, like, if you want to play with diversions, go for it. If you want to trade whoever's model, give it like a few months. Back test it, forward test it, do whatever you can. You'll know if you have some success with it. And if it doesn't work, you might have to drop it. And it's not a race either. It's gonna take time. Yeah, what a strong closure here. ES is already showing pretty. Here we already closed under it. We just retrace back in, slam it lower. So at 130 here, we're already expecting lower. Still bullish low time frame. No. Intraday, it's a little bit more difficult. We just have so many gaps. I'm just like more neutral right now. I'm just letting it play out at this point. I'm not sure if anyone's trying to trade this price action right now. I'm clearly not, because I'm too unsure. What? Pretty interesting. Still moving lower here. I want to see this close. We'll leave this 15-minute gap here, and then if we're short buys at that point, this is kind of the next frame setup I see. Probably go for a move back to New York open price. We're just selling off now. What do you guys think? You guys think lower? Looks looking pretty good for lower. I need to see this close here. 2 p.m. close, retrace back up, slam down. I do like that right now. Well, and then we'll find something that align with the 1 as well. Lower. Previous week low. Where's previous week low? This weekly. You're going for, oh, you're going for, I like these lows though. These are the lows that I was really looking forward to hitting, but then we had that election news happening, and it really took us away from it. Which is a shame. If you're looking for indicators that I use, just go to my general chat on my Discord, and everything's pinned there. Every single indicator. I don't really use too many though. It might seem like I have 13, but like how many is really on? I just have it just because some people like, oh, show VWAP, or some of these that are on different time frames. I really only use a handful. Like AGFX, that's not an indicator, that just shows in the notepad too. Some people will be saying like, this boy uses 20 different indicators, like, but you see my chart, I don't really have that many, because everything is self-drawn. Restraint, discipline, fearless. I like that. 10 more minutes before we get a closure. We'll likely get that 15-minute gap here, which I like, and then we'll likely try to see a draw back into this order block here, holding it down and move back to lower. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, feel free to ask me questions though while I'm waiting for price action to deliver. The moment I'm locked in, I'm just gonna say that I'm not looking at chat anymore. Until then, I think I'm waiting for 2 p.m. So you can ask me prop questions, trading questions, any advice. Just make it something that I can answer though, and make it something that you want me to answer. Don't be like, what should I do here? Or like some people ask me like, oh, I have a live count. How much do you think I should make a day? It's like I don't know. It just depends on what you think. What do you want to make? Everyone has their own like preference and stuff and trading style. If I can answer, I'll answer though. Let's see. Okay, I want to look at the chat now. Eric Wang, trade fund at 150k account. Once I reach the minimum balance of 7,600 profits, can I start withdrawing? Yes, you can. Yeah, so you can withdraw inside your safety net. So for me, I have the same case, 7,600. You withdraw 3,000, you will have $4,600 in profit stuff. And then this is what I like to call rinse and repeat. You have 10 more trading days for next payout. That's just $300 per day to rinse it again. Pretty easy. Anyone Top Step acting up? I heard Top Step. Anyone use Project X here or Top Step X? I heard it was broken today. Do you only trade the unicorn model? No. I think half my trade revolves around Breaker's unicorn. The other half is whatever entry model it is. That's also another thing to note. I feel like entry models could be anything, but the way that you read price action, the way that you are targeting certain draw liquidity, whether it's immediate or higher time frame, that is very, very important. As well as like whatever price action you're trading, the conditions, those are a must. And then let's say I'm long, right, or I'm bullish bias, and I want to take this level here at 671. I could take an inversion, I could take a fair value gap, take a BPR, take a breaker, unicorn, or just like even turtle soup style, where it's like you induce it. I'm waiting for confirmation. That's why I talk about in my video, the one that we did like 150k payout. There's like a 34-minute video. We basically went over like 5 minutes of the trade model itself, and then for the most of the video is just trade recaps on live trades that we did on YouTube. And so some people who might not know much about me, they're like, oh, he takes unicorn only or breakers only. It's not the case, really. In fact, I think this month, most of my trades wasn't even breakers. It was just regular fair value gaps. Have you ever tried footprint charts? I think I looked in order flow for a little bit, but it wasn't really my thing. I'm glad I landed into just reading price or candlesticks. Because everything I do, like, I don't look at volume. I don't look at what do people use. Certain indicators like EMAs. I don't look at I don't know what the volume. What does order flow use? The DOM and looking at other people, because that's also prone to spoof stuff like that. Like I'm just looking at pure candlesticks to play, and it does deliver pretty strong results. Can you describe real time? Are you using a stat map indicator? I just use it for more of a guidance, really. It does help me. I think without the indicator, I already have that idea, but I'm probably gonna explain that in a video soon. Is Tick same rules as Tradeify? Basically, I think Tick has less rules than Tradeify. Will my fund futures have a Black Friday deal? I heard they're not gonna do a good deal. They kind of let that ahead advance and like don't expect a good deal from us. I want to know how you determine direction for the small chart that you display. Small chart? I'm not sure. Small chart. Is it this here or this candle's? You guys are typing a lot. Let me. Top stepping's down. PL3 is a paid in here. Yeah. What I have is 2 degrees. Their whole collection. I don't know how much it was, like 130, 140 a month. You can use my code SMART for 20% off there too. Eric, after the withdrawal, I would last drawdown work with. It's basically once you get past plus 100 drawdown for every prop firm, every funded, once you get that above that buffer or above that drawdown, more so, your where your account liquidates is this is starting balance. It's typically plus 100. So let's say you have a 150K account, you go up to 8,000 profits. Now the moment you go back to 150K or 150.1, that's where you get liquidated. Everything's very common though. Every firm usually have the same rules because it's an industry's future standard. Have you got TT's indicators? He showed me. Even the people that was coding it was talking about, and I haven't tried it though. How many people here tried it? I'm not really much of an indicator guy though. I think it's like a signal indicator. That's not really my style. He showed me how it prints, but I don't know what it really does, like how it does it, or what he looks for. Okay, if we flip this 5 here, we get closer than this 5. I'm gonna look for high prices. And then I'm gonna look for the drawback inside this. I'm pretty neutral right now until I see this confirmation. Price action been pretty weird today. Check out DTT indicator. Is that indicator made by 9? Because I think I met someone who were telling me about ETT. I think it's like something distortion time or something. He was trying to explain it to me on the car ride when I was with them about how it works with time price and how like the data points shows when price expand, I guess. That's very cool. I'm not ready to put new tools in my trading yet. It's already have lots of success with it at the moment. Yeah, digital time theory. Okay, if it's from 9, the guy that's a social media handle, then he was describing to me. Because I was asking a lot. I'm like, so how do you trade? And then he's like, I use time. And I was like, hey, what are you working with the 2 degrees? He's like, I'm working on this indicator, blah blah. And he's telling me all about it. I'm absorbing it. Price action is kind of tough today. I'm not gonna lie. I hope no one's getting killed by this price action, because I think it's an easy read for me to just sit on the side until something clear pops up. When does it become static? Like I said, for all finance, usually once you get above your drawdown, so if your drawdown is like 10,000, you get profits above the drawdown, it basically becomes static. As in like, or depending on what static means for you. Because I think the real static is you have money below your starting balance too. Essentially, like once you get above your drawdown and profits, your starting balance is your liquidation. Wow, we're getting a really strong push here. This is looking pretty bullish. This has been a theme for the rest of literally the rest of the day. It just, once it's bullish, it's bullish. And we're about to get this tagged in this 15-minute without me able to get a price or entry model, which sucks. It was a good buy. Even in hindsight, I'm just looking like, where could I buy? I'm not likely gonna buy just solely off inversion. But there was low resistance. That's like a nice draw there, and I'm still looking for a run above 670s, as well as equal highs. Today's been difficult. The 1 minute unicorn. I don't know if I see a 1 minute unicorn. But even if I did, once again, unless you're talking about this here, which I don't know if I'll count this as a unicorn, unless you look at the 30-second. Once again, like these type of things, I don't even consider as a swing point. This is what I'm looking at. We have a low here, we have a high. I wouldn't even count this as like this, like some of you guys might. I'll kind of describe how I'm framing my points here. This is how I'm literally looking at it. This one might be because it's surrounded by two. It's a down close candle surrounded by two higher candles. So I could do something like that. But here, I don't think so. Because once again, we have an up close candle, but the left candle, the adjacent candles, one is higher. So that's not a single point for me. And I get confused by some of you guys to saying like, oh, there's a breaker here. Like, first off, I wouldn't consider this a breaker. It moved too fast to get in. I don't think it even gave it entry to get in. I think it might just here though. We might get something here. Where's the 50-minute close? Oh, it just wiped that gap that I was looking for. Anyway, the draw is looking at 672. That's what I'm looking at. A drive inside this 50-minute gap. Yeah, arrowing, basically it'll be fixed to your starting balance. Whatever your starting balance is. Pretty simple. I'm looking at longs here. We have a 5-minute flip here. The 4-hour. Here, the thing with the 4-hour, we're just kind of bouncing back and forth. It doesn't really tell me much. And once again, the 4-hour is only useful when it's clear. When it's kind of bouncing back and forth like this, is not clear to me. Because once again, you want to ride the edge, and if your 4-hour is, you think it's bearish, but it's bullish, and you're trying to take a 1-minute trade with it, it's not going to help you. Yeah, Eric, if you want more information about Tradeify, I have a Tradeify guide video. Literally my last video. I think that would explain a lot. For someone with low capital, which platform would you recommend going with? If you can be disciplined, I do recommend those instant fundings. It is a little bit more expensive, but you have to account for that the activation fee is already in the price. I wouldn't recommend copy trading though. You just want to get one account, trade however long it takes to get above your whatever you need. So if it were me, I would go for a Tradeify 150K. You have $7,500 drawdown. Basically $700, $7,500 that kind of simulates like live cash account. For the price of like about, what is it, 450 or 400? Maybe wait for Black Friday, even if you're waiting for even a better deal, because you're already trying to cut a little bit back. But those evals things are draining for new traders. It really is draining. That or milestone. Oh, milestone I forgot about. That is good. So what Sleepy's saying right now. That might even be your best pick. It's cheap and you can get a good amount of payouts from it. Did you put up dog in your chart? Yeah, I basically fully agree with what Sleep is saying. I think milestone first if you're really cheap or trying to save money, which is good. It's not a bad thing. I'm also very cheap. go with the milestone because it gets you straight to payout or straight to funded, where you can start making money if you do good. That or Tradeify. But those are my picks for someone who's trying to get payouts. Because the thing with prop firms in general, you need to get payouts before you can reinvest it for more accounts and more accounts. If you're not going to get payouts, then you're just going to go through evals and burn mental capital. And then even if you do good on eval, that doesn't mean you're going to do the same results on funded. So it might be like, if you can be disciplined enough, just go straight to funded and treat that like it's your life. I like longs if we get back to this 5 minute here, because we gotta get like, there's an OB here, which we did like somewhat of a change to delivery. And I want to see a return back inside here before looking for longs. But yeah, honestly, today the framework for today is kind of disgusting. I don't really recommend trying to trade too much today. I'm really waiting for something clean. I want to see this run down and reverse. I'm gonna drop down one here. I want to see this confirmed though. I'm not gonna buy a knife today. Confirm as in waiting for it to, if I think this is gonna hold somewhere around this 5 minute here, 5 minute version here, where this OB is, this would be my invalidation point. The midpoint of this is my invalidation point, the main threshold of it, which is around 628. And I want to see it hold in this area. So I drop down to 1, which is my execution time frame. I'm gonna wait for it to not buy a knife unless you're looking to do starters, but wait for a 1 minute setup for it. So it could be this 1 minute inversion here. Just waiting for it to see if it holds first. And if you also notice price action day, you see it's very one directional, as in once it chooses a direction, it runs with it. So you see it going up, 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 up. Once it chooses to flip, straight down, down, down. So it's not the best idea to grab a knife today. So let's see, we're on the 1 minute right now. We're trying to look for longs in this area. If this 5 minute OB can hold here, and this would be my invalidation point. Same with the ES. Don't want to see this above. So we're holding right now. I'm gonna try a starter here, and then I'm gonna add to it. I'm just gonna tick. See what happens. I'm just doing one contract. This is not copy traded. So let's see how this. And if we invert this, that's where I'll add up to 5. My invalidation point right now is at 628, I believe. So it'll be like an 8-point stop for one contract so far. It looks like something like this right now. I'm likely going to stop out here for 160. I thought this was going to hold, and if we inverted this, that's what we're going to add, and these are my areas. But I'm only willing to do starters. until we get a 1 minute setup. That's how I'm operating right now. Pretty bad starter ad too. That was disgusting. The moment I added, it flipped pretty hard. The other thing to note too, the main threshold, we want to see a closure for invalidation. I hope it doesn't just wick it and then return. Anyways, it could just be a bad trade. Because it's still one directional once again, so I'm just gonna let this play out. I'll eat the 160 on this account. And that'll just put me down. We're at 5,400 on this count. That'll just put me down like 160 or 230 now with some commissions. We'll see how we end on the session, because that was like just a starter entry. Nothing on my oh, what's the definitive starter? So once again, what we said, I'm not copy trading until we get a clear setup. I was looking to frame this trade here if we get the inversion. So that means like I'll do one ad if I'm looking into it, and when it's about to flip here, this will be its setup here. It's likely going to be something that looks like this. And that'll be the first position, and the second one would be a target to 28 here, 671. I'm still waiting for this inverse here, then I'll add back in. But for tick trading, since I have 7,500 drawdown, I'm giving myself about like $400 or $500 per loss minimum. And I'm going for $1,000 a day. So we're on day 3 right now, if you guys remember. We introduced tick trading 3 days ago. I think it was, or 3 trading days ago. It was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. And we just consistently did $1,500 a day. We'll see where we end here. Yeah, nothing in my copy trading yet until we get like a higher probability setup. That's also another thing. You don't want to follow me blindly, especially when I'm looking just for starters, because the main entry would be this inversion. Wait, what the heck is this inversion? The main entry would be if this validates. I still like move higher. We have 2 in internal, so I think we'll just wait for this 1 minute validation, and then we'll try to join back in. But I think the good read right now is don't buy a knife. You want to wait for the validation, and maybe that would help me prevent me from even trying what is it, the starter earlier. Price action is pretty disgusting today. Really disgusting today. We're about to drop again. I think that's a good call right now, just to set this out. I don't really see anything to play here. This is still bearish, I guess, here. It was a wrong assessment to go for this high because we have no validation on the way down. No confirmation. There wasn't even no false signal. Oh, shit. Let me look at chat. Let me read chat here. What did you say? Tick tick trading. Yeah, I think it should be in my description if you're looking for it. Nothing on my tops up, nothing on my traded by yet. We'll just see if we get something good today. Pretty sloppy all around today. Very strong closure under too. Yeah, if I'd known price action was gonna be this sloppy, I don't think I would have traded today. It's too ugly. What do you guys think? I don't think I'm looking to trade this price action until something clears up. It might be a no trade today for the rest of the session here. Which I know probably a lot of you guys are expecting something good today, but if I don't see anything good, that's just the reality of trading. Trades. Yeah, I haven't taken my flip day yet. So it might be a good day, but I don't see anything clear. Let's see if this flips here and holds. It's so one directional today. Very one directional. I still don't like how we're leaving a lot of these highs up here. And we kept on going back up, but no framework to really take it. That's what I like about Brian Lanto. They teach patience no matter what. Yeah, Lanto is also very patient. You don't want to just trade something where you have no confidence in. This is a recipe for disaster. Straight back down, wow. We're going for the stab lower. How you guys doing today? Press 1 if you're green, press 2 if you're red today. I hope it's not like a lot of days last week where we get a frame setup literally at like, I think it was like 2:40 to 3 p.m. I just hope it's not like that today. It's starting to look like it. Lots of 2s today. That's disgusting, guys. We can do a poll if you guys want. Let's do a poll. Green or P&L check. I think it's gonna be like 50% right today, just because when price action is not delivering good and people force trades, that's a recipe for disaster. But you guys can answer honestly. This is anonymous. Right now, there's actually a lot of people green. I think if you were in Lanto's stream today, I think he did good today. He looked for longs in the early morning. Oh, now the reds are picking up. It's 46% now. Shout out Lanso for being 22 now. Is that his age? He was 22nd birthday on Friday. We gave him a notification. Yeah, a lot. 45% is red, and I haven't really done much today. I haven't done much at all today. What happens traditionally with a lot of traders when price action is not consistent, people force trades and they lose. They lose a lot. And I'm not saying it for you guys specifically, but it's just the majority of traders. If we take a poll for the, like, let's say the whole Twitter community, because a lot of them are retail still. Trend is definitely saying lower right now. Just stay cool, guys. Especially if you guys have payouts. You're working on very close to payout. This is not the day to be a hero. I think you can counter trend and win. It's actually the opposite of the day, like this. We just broke another low here. ESN, but NQ's very more so leading it down now. I'm gonna try to look for shorts. I think I was too ambitious for longs, even though we didn't really get anything. I might be looking for shorts. I don't even see anything for shorts. There's one directional, so it's not a breaker. More of a mitigation here if you're looking at that. This chain state delivery completely got decimated. We're looking at this now as our OB. Yeah, 46% is red today. That's very understandable. You just want to make sure you're not blowing your account. That's the last thing you guys want to do. Probably what I'm anticipating. Just move higher to shoot lower. We did take this lower already. We can just use this session right now. I don't know if we're getting any trades for this other session, but if there is, I'm still looking for it. Feel free to ask me any questions still. But if I do post like P&L today, it's likely going to be like minus 500 or plus 5. It's going to be something under 1,000. It's going to be a flip for the most part, because I'm not seeing any actionable. And you guys are used to seeing like plus 8,000, plus 5,000, plus 5,000 very consistently, because that's what we do in most of our accounts. Today might not be that day, just because there's nothing to take today. I think AM was easier though. AM was pretty clear, even though you have to take it before the delivery. If you were trying to chase anywhere here, and not many people would just long this ambitiously. You have to look for entries before 10, or before, I think before 10:10. I'm about to get a jab lower. Were you profitable with any strategy other than ICT? I think using EMAs and levels are still profitable. It is not consistent. Not the consistency I'm looking for. Because I need a trade setup or a model where I'm like, I can read this properly. But when it fails, for EMAs, I'm like, what am I gonna like try to learn from there? I think it's easier to study price action straight from the candles. If that makes sense. Just looking at something more accurate, more something that you can do, you refine better. But how are you able to become better at trading bad price action? The easiest thing to do that, before I read more of it, is just to sit on hand, sit on the sidelines until price action clears up, until you see something good. It's not even about price action clearing up, actually, until you see something that you know will work. And that's a lot of my streams too. A lot of my streams is like, I think it's gonna do this. I think it's gonna do this. Most time, like 60% of the time, is the right assessment. The other 40, like today, is the wrong assessment. But being wrong about anticipation does not mean you're gonna lose money. You just gotta be right when you take that trade, when you make the entry. And then let me read the rest, because sometimes you believe that you finally made it and everything clicked and you follow the plan until everything gets harder. Yeah, I mean, also another thing to keep in mind, the market is always changing. It's not stagnant. So you might think you got something, but then, you know, next month price action operates in a different way. Keeps on working that way. Like, you're not gonna be able to say you mastered it, because no one really masters it. This is good here. This is what I was looking at, this OB here. Also the OB on the 5. I'm gonna say a simple retracement. If for a short bias, this always prices down pretty hard. I was trying to look for a move lower, more low, but I got green stopped on a scalp that I did here. It should go lower, so yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, I got green stopped on this one. I took a short at 609 and I wanted to trail it very closely. This is what it looked like. Oh. 609, 3 contracts, just scalping it. Because my bias is low right now, but put a green stop in and it just took me out this candle. This is a good 5-minute OB here. We're looking for another stab lower on ES and NQ. I think I was just really wrong going in today. It looked so clean for price action to take out these highs here, and we just never got it. Even like to just take it for a move lower. Looking much better here. Was anyone able to get that short there? I'm just kind of trading on one single account, scalping, to see if I can get my daily target today. Nothing on my Tradeify or Top Step or my Infinity Futures yet. And this is very important to me here. As long as we stay under this constant encroachment here. Where the heck is it? For that. No, where the heck did I have my mark here? Alright, I'm just gonna mark it. Just constant encroachment here. Is that wick that I'm looking at? Oh, there it is, there it is. Means there's a failed move up, a large wick up, close much lower. So we do revisit this price. I want to see how we close above or below it. Yeah, that's a nice stab lower. That would have been a clean 20 points there. Took 12 points from the short. Nice, nice. I'm gonna continue to look for a short bias until we flip. Most likely the main threshold here. Still very biased short right now. Every chance I'm taking a look for shorts. What are your thoughts on trading AM before any overnight highs or lows are taken? Those are typically high probability. Overnight highs or lows, or London lows, London highs, Asia lows, Asia highs. When you have liquidity like that available and coming to AM, pretty high probability. Yeah, this was pinpoint at least. I was anticipating he would run up past his OB a little bit, attempt, and then slam back down. I don't think I moved his arrow, but 612 on the dot. Entry was 609. We'll see where we end up today. I still got to trade my Top Step and Top Step live. This is something I'm going to be looking at next. It'll be something like this, where we do get a displacement lower. I'm going to use this order block here to keep on selling it, just while in the bias. If it does that. Running out of time. I think we get better luck in the next days. Some PM is low, but it's still tradable, and others are very good for us to take advantage of. Today is pretty sloppy delivery. And if I'm kind of misjudging the direction of things, where I can't even focus on a directional trade, then it's not a good trade day for me, or not a good session for me to capitalize in. But yeah, always what I say too, if I think it's terrible, it probably is. If you think you can trade this, go for it. But if not, you can just sit in the sidelines with me. We can still tape read. It does help with patience, because when you're watching someone who is sitting on the sidelines when price action is bad, I think we collectively say this is not the best price action deliveries. it really helps you to auto lock. It helps you from not pushing buttons if you are literally watching someone not pressing buttons either. What the heck? Fortune just sniped this. 612. Did you take... Is he on stream? Did he take that on a dime that is within the 612? Oh no. Did he? No. It must be higher. Or no, 1250. If he did snipe that, that would be crazy. To the tick of it. Oh no, no, that's his stop. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done. He's just swinging shorts. Audio problem? Is it still happen? Is it good? What audio problem? Let me bring my mic closer. Slade said he just got in a long. I don't really like longs until we get a true flip. This is still too ambitious. What is really giving the direction for longs right now? We could get a breaker here, though. For me to get longs, this would be a nice breaker play here. We'll use this as the breaker. I need confirmation first. And then I'll join some of you guys who are trying along, I guess. Waiting for the breaker play. Me and you both. A little SMT off these lows, too. We're just a good signature. Still need more confirmation here. Wait for this next closure here. Keep in mind, it's still counter trend if you're longing, even with a breaker confirmation. Counter trending on the higher time frames, the intraday and the high time frame. But this would be the clearest target. Straight back down, straight back down. Once again, I need closure here. And this is counter trend, so you really need a lot if you're trying to long this. Blind longing, counter trending. It's not a good idea for me. Bulls are stepping up though. This is closer. Statistically, you have a 75% chance you close above 655. 655. Where is that? Are you talking about this midnight area? Where is 655 really? And from what? You pulled up some stats, but I'm not sure what it entails. Because once again, like, you could still get stopped out and still go 655. Two things could be true. Because like you could be right and I could be right. As in, it'll do this, it'll stop everyone out, and come back up and go to wherever your target want and be like, that's statistic there. Yeah, like, I do agree. Like if we can get above these breakers here, whatever you're looking at, the initial balance high, I'm game for that too. It's just not there yet. Guys, what do you think prop firms sale is gonna be like? We already know. We already heard from iFund Features their sale is gonna be trash, or not trash. They're not gonna do a competitive sale. That's what I think. That's what said. Don't expect a good sale. Tradeify, I'm probably gonna anticipate 45% or something, maybe 50%. I don't know if there's gonna be a limit. Maybe be like for 2 purchases. Top Step, maybe Top Step will even give you something. Oh, Apex, do Apex 90% would be actually really nice. Because I'm looking to get some evals on Apex. Gonna get funded again with them. Right, I'm kind of game for this trade here. See if we return back in the breaker. It'll be an OP play. We don't need a fair value up. Hopefully without taking this high yet. SMT really did good there. If we miss this trade, so be it. There's gonna be more trades after this, most likely. As well as tomorrow and the day after, the day after. There's that push there. You're excited to get funded again with Apex? Is that supposed to be a pun somewhere? I'm excited to get more funded everywhere. Because what I brought on now is Tradeify and Tick Trading. Those are 2 firms that I haven't traded before, and I brought them on, so I'm excited for that. We still look for like high here. See what the yes. We also could inverse this 5 here. No, Apex is 80% right now. It might be 90% on Black Friday. I'm not sure. What's your win percentage? I like to be conservative when I answer these. I'm gonna say just 65%, or even let's say 62%, because I know that that's bare minimum, no matter if it's a bad month or not. But I think for October, even for November right now, it's like higher, closer to 75, like upwards of 70. But then someone's gonna challenge me. Someone's like, "Okay, show your stats," and I'm like, "Shit, it's only 65." I'm like, that's why I like to answer conservatively in these type of questions. Longs are looking much better now. That's just the name of the game, though, like, because I think a lot of people are still looking for longs. Keep on going down here, down here, down here, and then finally they got one that worked rather just let it play out. Because we also got a short that worked. I think this was a short here. No, this one here, short here. If you could only trade one prop, which if I'm ignoring scalability, like I feel like Apex is always a good answer, but that might not be good because I'm still unsure if they're gonna pay me out. I think it gotta be Tradeify right now. Tradeify top step. Those two are pretty guaranteed. I might just lean towards top step right now, just because they're OG, and if all prop firms shut down, I can still use that and still probably make like 50K a month. But I really want to see Apex do 90% off for Black Friday. Do you guys remember last Black Friday if they did something like that? Maybe we can use a reference for the last few years. Maybe we can. That'd be nice. Let's just close here. You're making 50K a month and worry about 90% off evals that are like $30. I'm just too cheap still. Let's be real, guys. Like, I could be making the most type of money, and then I'm still waiting for opportunities to save in some areas. So, like, let's say I wasn't maxed out Tradeify, I would probably wait for the Black Friday, like see what they have to offer, because it's probably gonna be better than what they have right now, 35%. I just like having a healthy risk in investment, or what is that? Is that what it is? Risk ROI, where let's say for Tradeify right now, I think I put in like 1,500, maybe a little bit more. Maybe let's just say 2,000. I already got paid 20,000. I'm probably get paid another 18. That's like 20x already, and I still have those count with like $40,000 in balance. That's how I'm viewing it. What do you with money? It's just more investing. Put them. I have some in long portfolio. I have some in where I swing trade, which is like swing trade could be like a week long on extremes, which I do share some of my trades on Discord. And then I have some on high yield savings and CDs. I do want to get in real estate, but that's just way too much details that I have no knowledge of. Bitcoin, dude, I wish I get into Bitcoin. Lanto been telling me. Dono's been telling me. I just never got around to it. What discount did you grab? You have only spent 2K on 150Ks. If you knew, TradeFi started at, I think, 60% off, then 50% off, then 45% off, then 40% off, 35%. You get a reward for new prop firms. So, like, for instance, Tick Trading right now, they launched their thing. It was 50% off. Now it's 40% off. Next week, it might be 35%. These are new firms or new like launches, so it's like they're trying to draw you in. And similar thing happened on Mindful Futures, if you guys remember 2 years ago, or a year and a half when they first launched. They have those expert sales at 25% off. You never see expert that high anymore. It's more like 10, 15%. So I think what is it? My main price was like $350. My first account I bought actually was like $270, which is great. Wow, do we not gonna get back in here? We got this inversion here. I kind of want to see this come back this breaker, and then we'll look for longs. Do you think Tradeify would be around the next month? I'm pretty bullish on Tradeify. If there's like if prop firms were like a stock, I think Tradeify is worth investing in for the next few years because they're doing everything right. The main thing is like payouts. lots of firms have trouble with payouts, doing like quick payouts. They're doing really good with that. I mean, it's too new, of course. It's like they've only been around for like 2 months, or 3 months now. But that's 3 months of a clean record. Everyone's happy. Everyone's satisfied. So it's a good 3 months, or yeah, 3 months. Apex, I'm still bullish on Apex. I think I always will be until, because if you don't look at social media and just look at the people around you and who gets paid, who doesn't, I think it shows a better stat line on their payout denials. But people who gets denied, they speak louder than the people who gets paid already. That's just the reality of it. And like even people I know, like Lanto right now, I think Lanto's having trouble with denials too. He's getting that issue. But that shows, if you look at his community, there's still like 10-20 people showing they got payout approvals, very few denials, just like my community. But you look at Twitter, it's like it feels like that platform just went under. You look at YouTube, people make videos on it too. I did in the past too. It's not realistic. Hopefully that makes sense. We're really just pumping, god damn. It's so like these type of days, it just ticks me off because I'm waiting for the retracement. It never comes. I'm just sitting here like, really? Because we don't have to get this breaker. Okay, let's spell this breaker. Let's just see it retap back down. Nope. Nope. Can never win. I think longest off the chain state delivery. Is it a 5-minute? I'll just focus on the breakers because the breakers are very clear and strong too. Just disgusting. Oh, the one. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Would you be able to make a video about setting up copy trading across different accounts on Intraday? I have that video, by the way. I have a trade copy video that exactly you're describing. Dude, what is this one directional move today, man? It's annoying. Oh well, we'll see if we get something. Like, I'm not really asking for much. I'm asking just to add in the moment we do retap in after this closure here. Just asking for like 2-point retracement. Two more points. Does Replicata work for trade accounts? Yeah, it works for all trade except Top Step. Because you can't connect to Top Step on Trade. I think a lot of people are probably new here, probably from my Twitter. They're expecting like some good trading session day, but they're getting a little disappointed. They're like, What is this trading today? We're not getting anything. I didn't pay for this. And I'm just sitting here like, I didn't know price action was going to be this bad either. But yeah, I might just wrap up soon, guys, because we're close to 3 p.m. Maybe we'll try to carry on trading on Discord if there's anything clean, but probably not either. Not losing money is a good day. I forget that. Thank you for reminding me. Because I mean, these two breaker setup would have worked here. We just didn't get the opportunity for the entry because once again we need confirmation first. We close above, look for retracing back inside, and then look for the draw. Right now, we really got drawn to the midnight open. Oh wow. Look at the P&L check now. 42% is green, 38% is red, 20% is white. It really flipped. I don't know what happened. Maybe this long here. Maybe you guys were looking at longs. But it was like a lot of people red earlier. What happened with Apex? You're making it sound like there's something that happened in Apex. I'm not sure. My message though with Apex, if you're looking, just look for a unbiased review or poll. So just go to like one of your trading groups and try to figure out, like, to talk to everyone, seeing like who gets approved, who gets denied, and don't look at social media. Just ask people around you. Because I think we did the same thing for my Discord. It'll be like 20, 15 people get approved, and then like 3 denials. That 3 denials, they'll get on social media, and then they'll make it a big thing, which it doesn't end well. With Apex, I have 22 PAs, got 9 to pay out, have 2 remaining. I want probation. Yeah, you have to talk to Apex about that. I'm not sure what the probation, what reason it is. But as long as just make sure, just be on edge this time, like from now on. I think probation only lasts for like 10 days or 10 to 8 days or something. So try to trade very smart in those next few days. What happened with your payouts? I withdrew the whole thing on 2 accounts. I think I have 5 PAs left. I withdrew the whole thing on 2 accounts, and the other 3 got blown because after 3K withdrawal, 3K withdrawals, 3K withdrawals, I think that's like, it was my 4th attempt. We're just rinsing and repeat, which basically, it's a 2 account, so you go to 7,500, take 3K out, go to 4,500. Go build up to 7,500 again. The next cycle, take 3K back. And just keeps on rinsing and repeating. I think the 4th time, I think it was the 4th time, I didn't get the payout. I just haven't got Apex evals yet to get more funded. Not yet. I think I have 2 in reserves though. I can activate, but I should just probably wait. $2 p.m. Silver Bullet. Where is 2 p.m.? Honestly, I think for me, the price delivery was just not good because I wasn't able to get. I don't really play based off of chasing it. I kind of operate more on retracement. And let's say you're talking about this 2 p.m. Silver Bullet here, looking for a swing down. This is one-sided direction down. This will be good there. I think this is very missed here. This retracement. Retrace back into it to go for these low. At least we were able to take this trade though. It went back 612. We shorted 610 for a shot lower. That was the only thing we got. My Apex payout got approved on Sunday, which I request on Saturday. Yeah, maybe real quick, if you trade Apex and you request a payout like this month in November, can you share if you got approved or denied? And just try to be honest. We're not trying to play games here. Maybe that would help. Just type if you got paid or denied from Apex. I think it would really help the chat too, just to see like how many people really got paid, approved, whichever you want to call it, or denied. Because that's what I learned too in the past, where I made these Twitter posts talking about a lot of people denied, but then you talk to people individually, not that many. The majority still got paid. Just to share, I just want to share everyone. I had a solid job right now, but I got a job offer on Apex, despite the salary of my current job. But obviously, prop firm business model is risky. What's a job offer? And do you mind sharing what position and that salary would be? I don't know, like you can share what you want, but oh, the support, no way. How is that twice your salary right now? I think, what was it, like up to, it was like 50 to 80,000. How is that twice your salary? Are you working part-time or full-time? Yeah, honestly, it'll be risky if you're trying to rep like fast trading or a new firm, but like you're repping Apex or Top Step or one of those big threes, like you're gonna have a good time. Because I don't think it's risky at all. Oh, okay. Your salaries in the Philippines, or you live in the Philippines, your salary's low. That's good. If you're looking for like a fixed income, Apex did have a support position where it's remote. I think they covered health insurance. They give you a 401k. They give you dental, vision, everything, plus 50 to 80,000 in salary. So I'm assuming they start you at 50, and you work your way up like a regular job. But like in the US, that's kind of low, I feel like. But in other countries, third world countries, or just lower income countries, that's a very good gig. So if you're kind of expecting like if it's risky, I wouldn't say it's too risky. You're choosing a very big firm. Thank you, but I want to be sharing info. Yeah. We're just gonna have to joke with you. We're like, oh, please approve our payouts, even though you have no control over payouts. It's 3 o'clock, guys. Really not much to go. I'm gonna log a trading day for Tradeify. And then we're gonna. This is my accounts for Tradeify and Ninja right now. I have the Tradeify or the Ninja live. They deducted, it was 20,000. They deducted 10. I haven't got my money yet. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna probably see if I can take a trade, maybe just $200 to log another trading day. And then for all these accounts on Tradeify, I'm just gonna go for 1 micro or something minuscule. And then we're likely gonna wrap this up. Before I go through that, just to share also, right now, with the cash rebate with the smart prop firm, we added Apex trading to it, and these are the 2 options right now. I think we're gonna let the user choose. So if you want to do the raffle, go for the raffle. If you want to go for the rebate, you can go with the rebate. We're gonna set that up along with Tick Trading, which is this firm here. This is also onboarded, which we talked about. It's on the website already. These 2 would, it's already, every purchase would be counted. So right now we have Tradeify, MyFund Futures, Apex, and Tick. We're gonna see if maybe if you want another firm, like a new firm coming up, we're gonna have to vet them out first. If they are good and people like them, we'll put them on. But these are the top firms right now that is reputable with known history. Tick, maybe you don't know about them, but they have a 3-year history and they have a high clean slate. Everyone else on the website that we have, smart prop firm, is I would vouch for. So we have Trade 5, MyFi Futures, Apex, Tick, and Take Profits. Take Profits a little bit underrated because they do daily payouts. I would recommend these two. And then if you want more fundeds, I would recommend these next two. That's how I rolled them. And we have this cash rebate section to further explain. If you're wondering, like, oh, how does cash rebate works? This kind of explains it more. It's very simple process there. I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No trades really today on my main accounts. No real trades at that. Just a lot of scalps. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just not a easy trading day for me to read. So it's just more of a sidelines day. We'll do a giveaway tomorrow. I think we should wrap this up today. Have a good one.